Subscribe. MTL World at Mittel World 1 YouTube channel. Swallowed Star 2. Origin Continent. Volume 8. The Battle of Yulan City. Chapter 311 Master and Disciple. 6th of Volume 8. In a secluded courtyard within the capital of Chu, Emperor Chu sat leisurely, flipping through an ancient tome. His status in the Origin Continent had reached an unparalleled level, free from burdens, unchallenged by anyone. Even the duties of an emperor had been exempted by Yangfeng ancestor. Now, Di Chu focused solely on comprehending the pinnacle of the ultimate realm. Emperor Chu suddenly looked up in surprise. He saw a black-clad, black-haired figure appeared above the courtyard and descended gracefully. Luo Feng. Di Chu stood up with a smile. What brings you here? He knew very well that his disciple's energy was primarily focused outside the origin world. The founders of the two ancient nations, along with Di Qing, shared a similar focus, rarely appearing on the origin continent. Master. Luo Feng greeted him with a smile. I have accumulated rich experience since I went to the Nine Rivers Holy Realm and gathered some resources, so I've prepared a selection of cultivation treasures for you. You are still thinking about me, your master. Di Chu chuckled, clearly pleased. With a wave of Luo Feng's hand, numerous auxiliary cultivation treasures materialized beside him, each carefully stored. A faint aura emanated from the rare treasures, making Emperor Chu feel slightly lightheaded. Yet, amid the dizziness, his mind surged with inspiration. These are the rare treasures that I gathered from the Nine Rivers Holy Realm, Luo Feng said. Considering Master's life form level, these should be the most suitable auxiliary treasures, 92 types in total. You can try them out and see which works best for you. I'll also send the methods for using them directly to you. Di Chu received the transmitted knowledge. 92 auxiliary treasures. Even as the emperor of the Yangfeng ancient kingdom, Emperor Chu had only heard of 3 of them before. The rest were beyond his reach. It was something that must needed to be traded. Master follows the Tao of Destruction, Luo Feng continued. I discovered numerous different inheritances of the Tao of Destruction in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. Inheritances below the God Emperor level are quite affordable, so I acquired over 100 of them for you to use as references. Oh. Emperor Chu listened attentively. There's also this, Luo Feng said, flipping his hand to reveal a book. These are my personal insights into the Tao of Destruction. Master, you should study them carefully. What you need to grasp now is the essence of the ultimate Tao of Destruction. Luo Feng's writings of Great Tao of Destruction did not exceed the ultimate God King realm, but his deep understanding of destruction gained through observing countless life forms and their struggles had made his insights truly exceptional. He also planned to give Morosa a copy, covering up to the early stages of the God Emperor realm. Though Morosa had reached the ultimate realm through sheer indulgence in food and drink, his chances of breaking through to the God Emperor stage are still slim. Still, Luo Feng thinks that it is worth a shot. Who knew, perhaps a miracle would occur. With so many treasures, how many Xuanhuan crystals did you spend? Emperor Chu couldn't help but ask, gazing at the vast collection before him. Not much, not much. Luo Feng waved off the concern. Just 1,000,000 Xuanhuan crystals, that's all. For him, such a sum was insignificant now. Emperor Chu turned his gaze to the book in his hand, one personally written by Luo Feng himself. Of the 92 rare treasures you've brought, I've only heard of 3. Their prices must be extremely expensive. Emperor Chu sighed. And this book you wrote, surely it took a long time to complete. Looking at Luo Feng, Di Chu spoke seriously, you've only been outside the origin world for a little over 1,000 epochs. There's no need to concern yourself with your master's affairs. You should focus entirely on your own cultivation. I may not have been to the outside of origin world, but I know very well that there are dangers everywhere outside the origin world and survival is very difficult. Once you step beyond the origin world, you must rely on yourself and compete against countless powerful beings. Here on the origin continent, I enjoy peace and security, but you face constant danger out there. Emperor Chu, like the other emperors, was fully aware of the horrors beyond the origin world. Your cultivation comes first. Once you've fully established yourself, it won't be too late to think about your master. He hesitated, reluctant to accept the gifts. Take these treasures back and exchange them for Xuanhuan crystals instead. There's no need for that. Luo Feng quickly reassured him. Master, don't worry, I'm currently in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm, which is much safer than the Dark Holy Realm. I'm already among the strongest there, and only a handful can surpass me. Don't try to fool me. Di Chu shook his head. All the emperors of our royal family will venture outside the origin world eventually. We have some understanding of the dangers outside the origin world. I have a rough understanding of the 35 cities within the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. Even the ancestor himself admitted that he isn't at the pinnacle there. Many are stronger than him. Luo Feng pondered for a moment. In Yulan City alone, there are at least dozens of individuals stronger than the ancestors of the two ancient nations. In the entire Nine Rivers Holy Realm, there must be thousands of individuals surpassing the ancestors of the two nations, Luo Feng continued, glancing at his master. However, there are very few who are stronger than me. Emperor Chu narrowed his eyes. Are you saying that you have surpassed the founders of both nations? Yes, I have indeed stepped into a higher level of power. Luo Feng didn't hide anything from his master. A whole level higher. Emperor Chu was taken aback. Just one level. I only recently broke through. Luo Feng smiled. Master, aside from myself, you're the first to know. Di Chu's mind reeled with shock. The ancestors of the two ancient nations had cultivated for countless centuries, spanning multiple cycles of the origin continent. They had even ventured into the treacherous dark holy realm. And yet, his own disciple, Luo Feng, who had been in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm for just over 1,000 epochs, had already surpassed them by a full level. This is too terrifying. Master, can you accept my gifts now? Luo Feng asked. Fine, fine, I'll take them. Emperor Chu, still shaken, quickly collected the treasures. Then, regaining his composure, he advised, the more exceptional your talent, the more you must remain steady and patient. Don't worry, Master, Luo Feng reassured him. Emperor Chu waved his hand, storing the gifts away, then said, tell me more about the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. My knowledge is limited to what the royal family records, and the imperial court refuses to disclose more details to me. Luo Feng smiled, personally pouring wine for both of them before settling into chat. They talked at length, discussing everything in detail. Eventually, Luo Feng bid farewell and departed. Left alone, Di Chu found himself deeply moved. When I first accepted Luo Feng as my disciple, I believed I could guide him well. Given his immense talent, I thought he might one day accompany me to outside the origin world, Di Chu mused. Who would have expected that he would surpass even the founders of both nations? My own disciple. He didn't even know how to put his feelings into words. Luo Feng's meteoric rise was truly astounding. The three emperors Di Yan, Di Shi, and Di Wu had once sought to eliminate him, but two of them perished while the third barely escaped. Di Shi and Di Wu had been personally slain by Yang Feng ancestor himself. The ancestor truly saw further than I did, Di Chu admitted with a sigh. I can't even predict how far my disciple will go. Luo Feng then went to visit another master, the mountain guest. Unlike Emperor Chu, the mountain guest's strength was significantly weaker. Although Luo Feng had prepared a thoughtful gift, it only cost around 100,000 Xuanhuan crystals, as the mountain guest's physical form could not withstand treasures of extreme potency. Master, I've gathered these scriptures from the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. They should be suitable for you. Additionally, Luo Feng also presented a collection of weapon refining inheritance manuals. The prices of texts below the God Emperor level are relatively low in the Nine Rivers Holy Realm. In Yulan City, where most practitioners had already reached the ultimate realm, many were content to sell such books for just a few hundred Xuanhuan crystals. Excellent, excellent. The mountain guest smiled warmly as he accepted the gifts. Luo Feng's bond with the mountain guest ran even deeper than with Emperor Chu. Without Master Zuo Shan-Ke, the Earth-Human clan would not exist. The Nine Tribulations Secret Manual, the Star Tower, and the Lai Yuan techniques, all of these had been gifts from his master. Luo Feng had never forgotten that debt of gratitude. Luo Feng _, you know your master's innate comprehension _ in terms of comprehending great Tao, I have not yet reached the second level of the God King realm. The mountain guest smiled, his expression calm and content. You don't need to put too much effort into me. My only wish was to take revenge for the past. Now that it's done, I just want to live a peaceful life. That's already enough for me. Luo Feng could sense his master's selflessness. He knew the weight of his master's past, the friends and loved ones he had lost, the long years spent in solitude and grief. Revenge had driven him forward, and now, with that chapter closed, there wasn't much left that he sought. Cultivation. His master had little motivation for it. Master, why not study these inheritances when you have free time? Luo Feng suggested. They might help pass the time. Ha ha. Alright, alright. The mountain guest laughed. I'll take my time to read through them. Who knows? Maybe I'll just step into the second level of the God King realm. Luo Feng stayed and chatted for a while, but he could tell that his master's enthusiasm was fading. Understanding that his master preferred solitude, he soon took his leave. Time and space. After Luo Feng left, the mountain guest sat alone, and a mirror materialized before him. Within it, a scene played, a woman teaching a young man. In the original universe, the suppression of time and space is weaker, making it possible to reverse the past and revive some weaker beings. He sighed. But in the origin continent, time and space are too dense, too rigid. There is no way to turn back time and bring back the dead. His gaze softened as he looked at the woman in the mirror. Senior sister. This mirror treasure was something he had crafted long ago. It preserved countless memories, his days with his senior sister, his fellow disciples, his friends. Whenever he felt lost, he would watch these fragments of the past. I wish I could return. Even for just a moment. He closed his eyes, pain flickering in his heart. Even if I had to die right after, I'd be willing. Luo Feng gave gifts to each of his masters, and he could tell they were all pleased. But among them, Master Zuo Shanke, despite his outward happiness, remained indifferent to such worldly possessions. There's nothing I can do about Master's past, Luo Feng thought. Some burdens couldn't be lifted, no matter how much one wished to help. With his task complete, Luo Feng returned to his daily life. In Yulan City, peace reigned. The Lord of the Insect Nest hadn't caused any trouble, and business at the Dan Tower was thriving. Luo Feng had no immediate plans for battle. Instead, he was engrossed in his research, meticulously analyzing every variation of Xuanhuan bloodlines. Every time he unraveled a complex question, he felt himself growing stronger. Time flowed like a river. Before he realized it, more than 1,000 epochs had passed. Blank. End of chapter. Subscribe. MTL World at Mittel World 1 YouTube channel.